Hi guys, I hope you're well. I'm here today to show you this beautiful human hair piece from Inner Bellezza. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm stood in front of a huge window, so this is purely just in natural light. I don't have the ring light on, no other sort of lighting or editing to the video. So you can see the hair colour in its absolute natural form. So firstly, I want to say something about the packaging that comes with this. The packaging of this piece would be perfect for somebody that's sort of never bought a wig before, doesn't know the kind of things that they potentially would need whilst buying a wig, and just the essential things to help you customise the piece. A lot of people always ask me, you know, when you're first trying out wigs, what do you do to make it your own? What do you do to customise it? And really, it was just faffing, putting it on, faffing with styles, putting bits up, putting a top knot on, doing stuff you would normally do with your own bio hair to make it feel like your own. I know when you first just kind of plop a wig onto your hair, it can be quite daunting because I suppose you expect to see your own reflection from a different period of time, and it can be quite hard to sort of get rid of that and to start really enjoying how beautiful you can look in all different pieces of hair. So firstly, I'll show you the box, but it does come with this beautiful vanity case, which you can open. It's massive as well. Comes with 2 hair ties, which you can play around with, which is absolutely fantastic. Comes with a hair clips for you to either pop it in whilst you're styling it or curling it, which is really helpful, especially because I do curl my wigs quite often. Comes with a lovely brush, which is really friendly for the fibres. A couple of wig grips if that is what you use, and again, try it, see if it suits you. If it doesn't, don't. And they come in a couple of colours to suit you. There's also a eye palette. Now, some people sometimes think, well, what is with the eye palettes? Why do people use it? So sometimes with lace wigs, as you can see, it is a lace top, so it is fairly, you know, it doesn't look like that is your scalp because you can see through it. But in some, especially if the knots haven't been bleached, it almost gets rid of the scalp parting, really. So these kind of palettes, especially with those kind of colours, or obviously whatever, well, for myself, depending on what skin type you are and skin tone, they can be used just to literally either pat into the parting or underneath the wig on the parting line, just to make it look a bit more like it's your skin than a wig. So that's really helpful. And she also plops some little grips in there as well, which is really fun and really handy if you haven't had a wig before and you don't really know where to start. So I will take this off and show you inside the cap, but to show you also the lovely box it comes in. Really sturdy, really handy. There was no damage to this because sometimes these in transit can get a bit battered, but no problems at all. It was really, really nice. Really cute little handbag. So the piece itself is a lace front human Remy hair wig. So as you can see, the density itself, I'd say that's around 180% density. She's a fairly thick wig, but not as in thick out of control. I think she's a really beautiful density. As you can see, she flows so lovely. I haven't done anything with her since having her. She came with a slight curl at the end, which looked absolutely beautiful, which has dropped out slightly, as you can see. But the hair itself is just, it's a really beautiful quality. If I turn around to show you, she's a fairly long wig. Hopefully you can see her there. But the movement in her and the way she's been cut is absolutely beautiful. It's a fairly straight cut, as you can see. It's all pretty much the same length. There's probably maybe one layer put into it, but it's a really, really long layer, which I think actually looks really, really nice. Almost sort of Jennifer Aniston type. Now, as you can see, she has got the darker blonde rooted, going into a more, almost like a sandy blonde, but then you can see there's highlights running through her. Probably see a bit better this side. You can see those highlights running through with those darker tones. This colour is absolutely stunning. I've got to say, this is one of my favourites in terms of blondes. I'm actually naturally, as you can see, quite a dark brunette, so I've really kind of gone towards a blonde, maybe because it wasn't my normal colour, but this blonde is absolutely stunning, especially with the darker blonde rooting. It just looks so natural. I always get loads of compliments whenever I wear her, and I have given her a good run because, you know, I can't give a review on something that I haven't given a good test drive to, and I'm really, really impressed. So she does have a full lace front. If I show you the front of the piece, you can see the lace does come all the way down to the ear tabs, which actually, if you do wear her up, she looks really, really realistic. And I haven't plucked any of the front at all. And you can see that it looks really, really nice. I did obviously cut the lace back as everybody normally would. I haven't stuck her down yet. I literally just plop her on, which I think is really handy. So if I show you inside the piece, so I measure 22.5-inch circumference around my head. She is an average cap and I find her really comfortable. I've wore her all day, not had any problems at all whatsoever. So if I show you inside the piece, now she does come with hair grips inside, which I will be taking out purely because obviously I don't have hair, and the grips, because I don't have any hair, I do find that they dig in ever so slightly, and they have grips at the back as well, but they're really handy if you do have your own bio hair and you want to make sure the wig is 100% down and isn't moving. But just for myself, because I don't need that, I will be just taking those out. Now she has, like I said, a nice extended lace front that goes all the way down to the ear tabs, which is brilliant when you're sort of tucking the hair behind your ears, you know, playing with slight updos. It makes it look more realistic. And then you come to this sort of double monofilament top. This is super comfortable. I'm not too sure whether it might get a bit sweaty if you had complete hair loss, but I personally find it really, really comfortable. And it does have that slight rubber band at the front, which means you can either put some Walker tape or some glue on, or because it's that rubber, it gives it that slight grip not to fall backwards off your head. I find her completely secure. I've never once thought, oh, you know, that's going to come off. Not at all. So she is an enclosed wefted cap, as you can see, which I really like. I think they're really comfortable and give you a bit more movement if you do have sort of a bigger noggin like myself. And then she has those bra strap adjusters at the back. So if I show you the piece again, as I said, she has human Remy hair. The movement in her and the colour is just so beautiful. We can see all like those highlights. They're really thoughtful, really, really nice. So I will put in the link to what to search for and the website if you obviously are interested in her. She was kindly gifted for me to show you guys, and I'm super, super impressed. As you know, I try not, well, I don't ever show anything that I don't like on here. And I'm really, really impressed with her. And the hair itself is really beautiful, as you can see. So thank you so much. I'm really impressed, guys. And let me know if you have any questions or any thoughts. Speak to you soon. Bye.